What is up, guys? Welcome to 1010 Talk. It's Adam, and today I want to talk about a topic. And as you could see from the title, the topic of today is: has Seiko lost its edge, or is it starting to lose its edge? Now, before we kind of get into that discussion, I am including some footage of a Sumo coral blue that I borrowed for about a week from a friend. I'm not going to do a full review on this because we already have a review on this from back in the day. I'll link that in the description. But I figured it was worth showing some daytime footage of this beauty, just because it is such a good-looking watch. The blue, that coral blue dial with the blue bezel and those yellow accents really are stunning. Anyways, so as most of you know, the watch market in general has been absolutely blowing up, especially when you look at brands like Rolex, AP, some Pateks, we're talking 5711s and Aquanauts. You look at the price of steel sports watches and how fast they've risen in value. But there's something, I think Seiko is starting to, they're sort of riding the coattails of the crazy rise of modern steel sports watches, and I don't think it's a secret at all. I think this has been between Seiko and Grand Seiko. I think they've been slowly trying to rise in sort of the perception of their quality, and they're doing so first and foremost by raising prices and of course adding some pretty cool watches to the lineup. I think a perfect example of a watch, a new series that debuted in 2019 Basel is the brand new Seiko Prospex LX series. Now, all of these watches run about $5,000, and they're just basically Seiko sports watches. Granted, they do have the spring drive movement, which is an incredible innovation in watchmaking, and I do believe they have the Zaratsu finishing as well, but gone are the days when we have MM300s that are selling for $2,000 new online and $1,500 on the secondary market. And I think another example, speaking of Sumos, which you'll see in the video right now, they've pretty much discontinued these versions of the Sumo. The new Sumo that's coming out, I think, has a ceramic bezel and it's about $1,100. But the thing that kind of saddens me a little bit is that Seiko used to be so popular, and of course they still are popular and make great product, but they used to be so popular because nothing could really compete in the price range that they were floating around. But now you have Sumos that are going to be $1,100. You have the Seiko Alpinist limited edition that ran for $600 retail that sold out. And now you have these new Prospex LX versions that are selling for, $5,000, and there are other brands that start to come into the fold when you're looking at those price points. Previously, a Sumo wouldn't compete with something like a Sin 103 or a Damasco or even a Halios or even like a Christopher Ward or something like that. But now with these Seiko prices getting pushed up into the market, I think they're starting to lose a little bit of their edge because other micro brands and even some established brands are starting to become viable alternatives. And this is the same case for Grand Seiko and upper scale Seiko, like the Seiko Prospex LX series. You're looking at a $5,000 retail. Watches like Tudor, pretty much all the Tudors, different Omegas, other luxury Swatch and Richemont Swiss brands are really starting to become competition against the Seiko. So I don't know if Seiko's trying to rise these prices a little bit too fast. In my opinion, they're trying to push upmarket a little bit too quickly, riding the coattails of some of the steel sports crazes that are going on right now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, follow me on Instagram, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Adios.